So last time on Sleeping Dragon's Wake, you met the kind of sleeping dragon when you invaded the lair of Old Gnawbone, because you saw the vision of him attacking her attacking Leylon. And I'm not going to say the real name because you guys just make fun of me for trying to pronounce it.
Yep.
But when you arrived, you realized that while she was planning on raising Leylon to the ground just to get answers, it was mainly because she was being assaulted by undead day in and day out, and she thought Leylon might be the source of the disturbance. But you told her that if we find the necromancer who's raising these undeads attacking you, will you leave Leylon alone? And she said, yeah, sure, whatever. And so you do so. You capture the necromancer, but on your way back, right when she was about to devour them whole, a dark mist entered the dragon's mouth, and after she convulsed on the floor for a few moments, you realize that she has been possessed by the resurrected spirit of Ebon Death, the deceased black dragon that the cult of Merkel wanted to bring back from the dead. And fearing that this was the real source of the visions that you got from Bahamut, you go back to Leylon, but you find the city still standing. And you tell the guards in the town council to be on high alert. And they agree with you.
Wait, did we loot the dragon's hoard, or were we not able to?
It was the dragon hoard was protected by a invisible barrier.
Yeah.
You did not spend any time trying to obtain it.
Was it a cache of dragons, or was it an actual hoard from a dragon?
So dragon's hoard.
It was both.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But despite your worries, at least 2 weeks have passed, and no attack from a giant black dragon. So last game, we leveled up to 11, and you all get a long 2-week rest.
Ray.
If it's 2 weeks, does that mean we get more hit points than we normally would?
It means you rested for so long that you all leveled up to 11.
That's
Yeah.
okay. All right.
And there's no way you can't get all of your hit dice back.
That's a good point.
Because you only get half of them back up to your max during a long rest.
Yeah, well, it's been 2 weeks, so
Yeah.
yeah, multiple long rests.
Can I have one of those in real life?
I ain't about
Yeah,
it.
let's just sleep the rest of the night.
All right. Good night, guys.
So Zorsashi, why are you back in town?
Well, see Zorsashi roll on up. It's like, I'm finally back. I took an excursion out to the more unknown places, and I actually went to the Underdark. Lots of unfriendly fellows down there, but some very interesting cultures and cuisine, nonetheless. I've actually come back to share with everybody the new recipe that I known, and I make a bunch of Drow mushroom steaks for everybody.
Well, that sounds interesting.
If the damn thing would load on the picture would load, but it didn't.
Yeah, so I think Mark was here when we chose the house, but if you see the little circle here, that's the residence that the Fandalorians have chosen. And there is a new face here. You see a high elf with dragon horns kind of snoozing in the corner. She doesn't want to be disturbed, apparently. But you see a young half-drow woman who introduces herself as Lilisula. here as well.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
I met several of your kin. Not
Oh.
literal
Don't say
kin.
family. Don't say family.
Not
Don't
literal kin.
Yeah. That's okay. I don't know anything about them, so it's okay.
Oh, that's the other reason you guys didn't see what I posted. I put in the TuneWorks production one, which is locked. Let me go over the D&D stuff one, and I'll show you what I've made.
You silly goblin.
Idiot.
So they start filling you in on some of the adventures that you missed since the Thunder Cliffs, which include a visit to a bronze dragon shrine, a attack on a bandit camp filled with undead, and the previous confrontation with an ancient green dragon, like I mentioned in the intro.
I got.
And you're just. Lilisula hugged a dragon queen that turned into a pirate.
Wow.
That did happen.
All I did was learn how to make mushrooms and heat them up after basting them with a with various cooking sauces for 12 minutes. But I think that the interesting thing is that even that's all that I learned, I still leveled up to level 11.
They're really good mushrooms.
Well, you have to fight them first because it's made from myconids.
Lilisula's adoptive mom is basically the bronze pirate queen, Lamas Trustras.
Oh dear!
It happened so quick.
I was adopted.
Let me introduce you to my because technically this character doesn't mean like Randy. I don't know if you know Zorsashi.
I don't. I've never met him.
So Zorsashi is a purple tiefling. I think he was purple. Yeah, the was purple tiefling.
Ah, purple team, go!
Goes. He's got more let's say East Asian type clothing on. Looks sort of a bit samurai-ish, but not like that sort of. Not completely like Edo period Japan. But he also has does have that sort of samurai calmness to him. He is a sorcerer who he's a warlock who sees all. And he'll often teleport right next to Zyzzyx.
He does like to do that.
He has Zorsashi, the sighted blade.
That's how he entered in the house. He just popped in through a window right behind Zyzzyx.
Hi guys, who wants mushrooms?
I mean, I do, but jeez.
Good to see you again.
Roll me a nature check to see how good you cook these mushrooms.
Ooh. First roll of the game. 11.
11. Could probably use a little more seasoning, but you think you're on your way there.
The ones I made in real life have too much seasoning because they only had 4 mushroom caps instead of 6. But they're still good.
Let's say that then. You put a little bit too much seasoning on it.
Yeah, I feel like the mushrooms I made were about an 11. 11 roll out of 20.
Yeah, I mean, at least, hey, they're still edible.
Oh yeah, no, they're good.
So, myconids, known to be a little hallucinogenic.
I mean, if you cook them properly, they're not, but...
That's true. You have to make sure you get all the poisons out.
Yeah.
All the spores.
All the spores, yeah. Oh my god, there's a spore loose!
I've built up a resistance for being next to them, and I just lick one.
Yeah. Lick them all day. After you spend some time reminiscing, you hear a knock on your front door.
Ding dong. I'll probably the kitchen's downstairs. I will go and answer the door. Open it up. Yes, hello?
Right. For you
Battle
see
music.
a female human seems to be dressed in Oops, let's move the map. There you go. Female human seems to be dressed in wizard's robes. She's clutching a book under one arm, and she says, "Oh, excuse me, is this what's the word? The Fandalorians?"
You're in the
yes.
right place.
This is the way.
I beckon who's ever nearby.
Murook just kind of walks up behind him and says, "Yeah, you're in the right place. What's going on?"
It's like, let me introduce myself. My name is Riley. I'm Riley Ladon. I'm a member of the Harpers. So I'm blessed to meet your acquaintance.
Oh, is that like a is that a band or something? I'm actually saying that as Zorsashi because he has no idea what any of the factions in this area are.
Oh no, the Harpers are an organization around the Sword Coast to make it their duty to right the evils of the world, especially when surrounded by an evil individual. If you have a vampire on your hands, then just call a harbor. That's not our motto, but you know,
It's just good advice.
It's just
1-800 vampire.
yeah. I don't mean to be rude, but may I come in? It's been a long journey. I would have something to discuss with you, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Murook, if it's okay with you, as you
Come on
are.
in.
I am only an honorary member of the Fandalorians.
I mean, come on in. We may have some tea around here.
Oh, that would be lovely.
We don't have any mushrooms left.
Oh, mushrooms.
Sorry.
How interesting.
Yeah, but I'm sure we can bristle up some tea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, I still have a lot of Underdark tea.
What's
I'll
that
just
like?
start.
Basically,
Basically, mostly mushroom.
Yeah, I'm about to say probably mushroom tea.
Mushroom and like black pudding.
Mm.
We have normal stuff too.
Yeah, just regular tea.
Yeah,
Green tea, if you have.
I'll make some tea from the various packs I have from the land from my homeland. So
From
regular
the shops.
from from Canada. You don't know where it is. I assume I have like a small like magic bag of holding type thing for just like my tea from home, so I could take a lot with me and just last me this entire time.
Just a components pouch.
Yeah, basic components pouch of tea leaves.
Of teas.
A tea bag, if you will.
Yeah, like a Hayward's handy spice pouch, but just for tea leaves.
Mm-hmm.
She after a few moments, she after the tea's done, she takes a sip and just, oh, this is delicious. I haven't had a good cup of tea in so long. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
So, what can we help you with?
Oh yes, so right down to business. As I said, I represent the Harpers, and we heard of your great deeds here in Phandalin and in Leylon, and heard you even helped out Candlekeep in a very bizarre situation.
Did they ever figure out how to get those guys down from that tower? It's currently orbiting.
I kind of look over to Murook and I'm like, what did I miss?
There's a whole tower of Candlekeep that is now orbiting the planet.
I will have to get over to Candlekeep itself at some point. I'm sorry, continue, Miss Lady, whose name is not listed under her icon.
Yeah, I mean, it's Raya.
There
She goes, yeah, that's quite a bizarre story. Yeah, if I talked to one of the sages there, and it's not coming down for a very long time.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was the assumption, but I figured they would have found some way to like teleport up there.
I did go to Candlekeep to see if they can help us with our problem, but they actually suggested you, so I made the journey.
Well, then,
But
what's your issue?
yeah, have you ever heard of a man named Errant Quill?
I player or not.
I don't know if I have. Has Zyzzyx heard of him?
I don't. The name does not sound familiar to me.
How about Wisteria Vale?
That name does sound familiar, but I can't remember. Or thinks about it for a second.
I've been to Icewind Dale. That's different, though.
Roll me
Thinks
history
about it for a
check if you
second.
wanna. See if I remember.
Zyzzyx does not.
She goes, well, I'm not surprised. It was actually raised to the ground several decades ago. Errant Quill is a member of the Harpers that survived the ordeal. Became one of the best of us, but through a tragic situation, he got cursed by an archmage about 3 years ago, and he was just so selfless and full of love before, but after the curse, he became deceitful and untrusting, and a danger to everyone around us. And she holds up the book, which has the title "The Curious Tale of Wisteria Vale." She said, I don't want to say I don't want to call it a prison, but we constructed a demi-plane for Errant to reside in until we can find a cure for his curse. And while we thought it would only take a few months, it's unfortunately been over 3 years. This book here is the key to opening the demi-plane.
Oh, so you've trapped him by himself when he's cursed, and
took every. Oh, don't try to misunderstand me. We took every precaution to make sure he is comfortable. We reconstructed reconstructed a quaint little town for him to reside in with occupants to keep him entertained. Nice.
Does he know that he's in a demi-plane, or do you just fill this up and he just thinks he's been sent to a city somewhere?
He is aware.
All right.
Every day I wonder if it was the right decision, but he was just too much of a danger to others and himself, and I'm afraid if we just locked him in the normal prison, he would just grow even more resentful and hateful. But this isn't really about... You can judge us in whatever light you see fit, but it's been years, but the alchemists in the Harpers have finally found a cure.
Oh, wow, that's good.
She reaches into a satchel and pulls out a small dagger, saying, "This dagger has been imbued with magic and potions that will cure him of his ailment. It may seem bizarre, but you simply have to prick him with the edge. And the demiplane will dissipate, and Errant Quill will return to normal if
Now did
everything goes correctly.
Now, did the very smart people at the Harpers think at all that maybe make a nice dessert that they could give him to eat? Or does it just have to go into the bloodstream?
A cheesecake.
Yeah.
That's my understanding, is that it must enter the bloodstream.
Now, something I don't think you've mentioned yet is what kind of curse did he get?
I think he did mention that it flipped his alignment.
Oh, okay.
Was it vampiric, as you are, the Harpers?
Well, it's not all about vampires.
I'm just saying, that's what you opened with. I thought you were easing us into it.
She explains. She actually opens up the book, and it's actually a play about the events of Aaron's life. She goes, part of it is fictionalized for entertainment purposes, but she tells a story about how his hometown was attacked by a cruel lord named Rathmore, and as he grew older, he sought vengeance, and he ultimately joined the Harpers to do so. And after the Lord was slain, he found a true calling in helping those in need and vanquishing evil, till he came upon an archmage who worshipped the evil god of Cyric, an ancient crystal bestowed with a curse that he touched. And it convinced him that the Harpers were actually his enemies. And like that they're his enemies and would grow more and more powerful and eventually turn on him. And
so you are requesting, amongst all of this, that the Phandalorians enter this demiplane, stab or at least prick this cursed person, and bring it back to normal?
we were offering to pay, of course. We were not asking this for free, but
I wasn't
yes.
insinuating that. I was just trying to, see exactly what you needed from this group of adventurers.
It should
Not
be
to negotiate for you all, Murook. I'm just merely.
I know. It's fine. It's fine. We normally our friend over there who's taking a nap would be the one to ask these questions.
Yes, we believe.
I look over at Sally, who's taking a nap.
Oh yeah, Sally. There's two.
No.
It'll be.
I'm like a therapist.
It's a. It is a straightforward task. It's simply you must convince him that to be pricked by the dagger, because within this demiplane, to make sure he is never harmed, he is practically invincible unless he wills otherwise. And with his untrustworthy disposition, it might take some doing to get him to trust you.
He's nigh invincible in this demiplane?
She
I'm
goes,
starting to think this demiplane is doing more harm than good.
well, like I said, we took every precaution to make sure he's well taken care of. And the protections he has, just so he cannot harm.
That's fair.
He cannot be harmed.
Fair.
Um,
That's fair.
he cannot be harmed.
until the point that we need to harm him to help him.
Oh, I beg you not to kill him, but
Oh no! But we harm,
No.
harm, which we have to stab him with a knife.
Yeah, pricking someone with a knife is harmful.
she goes, and the Harpers are willing to pay you 5,000 gold pieces if you bring him back alive.
Old.
Lemon sputters at that.
We could I think that's enough to buy an airship. We could buy an airship and just go see everywhere we want to go.
Yeah.
You know what? That sounds like a plan. I mean, I'm down, but you do know that nothing has ever gone straight forward for us, right?
No, it'd be a down payment on an airship.
Down payment.
It'd be a down payment for a city.
Yeah, it's still yes. It sounds like we could help you.
She says,
But I would like to say, what if it turns out that it's not so straightforward?
well, that's why we're willing to pay you so much.
All right, that sounds fair enough. All right.
Aaron Quill really was one of our finest, the finest members, which is why we're willing to hire you for such a price.
I think back to the likely cost of the tattoo that I would want to get, and I turn to Murook and I'm like, "Hey, there's still room for me on this honorary Vandalorian adventure?
Hey, I mean, come on. Hey,
I can
It
see
looks
into
like
everything."
I know it looks like we're going to be down 2 anyway, so we might as well bring one more person along.
2 steps back, 1 step forward.
Yep.
And you make really good mushrooms. So,
I don't make the mushrooms. I merely cook them. But thank you.
well, they weren't. I saw that. These weren't the best, but I can see the potential.
I'm still learning. It's I'm not used to
Yes. No.
style of cooking here.
She says, if you have if you agree, if you need to get any affairs in order before your journey, if you don't mind me resting here as I prepare the spell.
I could
Uh,
merely
Might
drop
want
over
to
to the shops really quick and just get some preparations of things.
also might want to leave a note just in case Sally or Verifus wake up. Don't want them to be surprised.
As she
Yes,
had
yes,
a drinks last night.
If any of your friends want to join you later, the portal will remain open.
We'll write them a note.
And the Demiplane's access is the book. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes.
Okay.
I write a quick little note and like tape it to Sally's head.
Here's the book right here.
It's a mist linking book. We're going to Riven.
I mean, essentially, you're not that far off. This is a prison book.
Or never-ending story.
Oh, that is totally the inspiration for this. Yeah. What was the tattoo you were thinking about getting?
It would be a spell rod tattoo of 5th level, which, based on it's a rare item, so it would be somewhere likely between 500 and 5,000 gold pieces. It would have been for Zephyr Strike. Or, I'm sorry, Steel Wind Strike, whatever I mentioned earlier.
What was it called?
It's a spell rod tattoo. One of the tattoos that I can get a 5th level spell with.
Okay.
I don't have enough money even for the low end of things. Did I pick up anything else in my adventures into the Underdark?
So spell rot, either a scroll or a tattoo, they're the same thing, more or less. Will be 1,500 gold pieces.
For a level 5 one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still way too rich for my blood, but I'm eyeing it.
Like, is it only? But it only casts once.
Yeah, it's basically a scroll, but you don't need to be on. It doesn't need to be on your spell list. So it's like the only way that you can get it if you don't have, if it's beyond like a level 1 spell.
Ah.
And this one's on ranger list only, but it just fits with samurai.
But it doesn't renew at the end of the day.
Nope, it's one and done. So it's a scroll, but again, can be more powerful.
Seems like a scroll, but with extra steps.
Well, a scroll that I don't. It's not on my spell list. It's the only way I would be able to get the spells.
Oh.
It's the only reason I'd want it.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Joey, can you start the music? I had to refresh, and it's been silent this whole time. Thank you.
I need to find it again. Here it is. Yeah, you have about 8,000 gold, so I don't know if you want to. For a person that's only going to be here for a session or two, probably.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that for. I'm not gonna take it from the group thing. That's for the group. I've got about 47 gold on me. Did I pick up anything in my lack of 2 levels or lack of adventure last time? Like any random gold amounts or random loot? DM?
Oh, I don't know what the math would be, but you'll probably find a few hundred gold pieces.
I can look something up that would be about fair, and I will do it for you and see what it is.
Brooke thinks he's fine. I think he's good for now. He can't think of anything that he could buy that he has.
You haven't made much use of the Timora Shrine, which sells potions.
I haven't really needed any potions.
Well, the thing is it's not just healing potions. It's potions of water breathing, poison, probably, possibly, and other things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, we should ask if there's any. We should ask her if there's any potions she thinks, like the woman we're working for. Asking if there's any potions that she thinks we might need to get.
She goes, oh, I really couldn't say.
Is the demi-plane anything like? Is it? It's just a standard city. Is it on a coastline? Is it on a beach? Can beachfront property?
It's a very beautiful forest with a quaint little town in the center.
Okay.
So, just so you know, the Timora Shrine by default has potions of healing, potions of greater healing, potions of climbing, potions of growth, which can give you the enlarge or reduce spell. Potions of water breathe in, and a potion of heroism.
So Joey, going by the Adventure League rules, if I were to play one game, or basically have a level, to gain a level in at least in Season 9 rules, I would get 240 gold pieces. Does that seem fair?
Yeah, I mean, you get so much gold at these levels. So you can get about 500 gold.
500? That's twice as much as I said, but I'll take the 500.
Well,
no, I was mostly in the Underdark. I'll take the 240. I'll take the 240.
Well, there was 2 levels between.
Oh, then I will. Yeah, I'll take 480 then. Thank you.
Okay.
That's 48 platinum.
And just so you know, the potion of growth, enlarge reduce, that basically changes your size and gives you more attack power.
Do we really want to give Murook a growth potion?
Honestly, being a size bigger, if you're...
I'm already large.
I mean...
Technically, you're medium.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a mechanical. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe. If you want to explain it.
Yes, it's mostly a gameplay thing. They don't want
Well, no,
characters being.
Yeah, I know the creature sizes and everything, but I thought that he was. Oh, large takes up 4 squares, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I'm medium. Except when, but I count as large when for carrying capacity and
pulling. Yeah.
And yeah,
strength. Yeah, strength and stuff.
I would like to take a quick look to see if the peculiarity shop has just any magic, any random magic item. I'm not going to browse. I'll just see if he's got anything on his windowsill.
Audrey is very excited to see you. It's been far too long.
Here, I found this in the Underdark, and I hand him a mushroom cap. Uncooked.
Is it like, do he wears on his head, or?
It's not a huge mushroom cap, and it's not poisonous. I've tested that out. Mushroom cap being it's like the ones that I showed in the picture. We're eating just large portobello mushroom cap things, probably the size of your palm, maybe a little bigger if it's in the Underdark.
Oh, so well, this will make a delightful treat. I don't remember the last time I was in the Underdark. Would you please roll me a D100 or so?
Oh, let me take out my magic dice that I have. And 65.
65, so close. He says to you, I just came into possession of a very special bag of holding.
What kind?
Well, you see, you can fit a lot of things into it.
Oh, is it a normal bag of holding?
He goes, well, yes.
Okay, you said it was special. I thought it was a little.
Well, I think
by
it's
definition,
special.
it's special.
Imagine all the wondrous things that once were held in here.
I'm not saying that, but I have in my travels come across a bag of devouring before. And could you just put your hand in there real quick and then leave it in there for a second and then take it out?
He puts his hand in, then his entire arm. He reaches down, and he pulls it back up, and it's a very moldy piece of bread. He goes, "Oh, that's where I put that." Throws it off the side.
Yeah. Okay, and it's not a bag of devouring. This is good. I will take that. I could fit all the other stuff. I've been carrying around my old leather armor.
But don't be so hasty. And he pulls out it's kind of like a scholar's cap. And he goes, "This, my friend, is a helm of comprehending languages. And with it, you can use an action to cast Comprehend Language as a spell."
It was kind of hard to navigate under the Underdark without, speaking Undercommon. I had to translate through Infernal and Primordial.
You know what? I think I was reading off the wrong table for this. I think
Whichever table works for me. Are you looking at the magic item tables?
Yeah.
I figured. I mean, that's what you're generally supposed to do, but I didn't know if there was a special one for this game or something.
Well, I think since we're in Chapter 3, I think they made it more powerful. So those items are on the table, and I'll give you roll one more time. And I'll roll.
I did roll a 5. I rolled a 5.
Okay. Well, that's boring. Roll again.
Well, okay.
I want a cool item to show up.
77.
Okay. Pulls out
on magic item A, so that's one of the early ones you get. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Pulls out a glass container. He says this is oil of etherealness.
Oil of etherealness. What's it do?
So it's once you coat a medium or small creature, they gain the effect of the Etherealist spell, which is level 7. Oh, you actually might like this.
Yeah,
This
I'm reading
one.
it right now. Oh. Yeah, how much?
Well, let me see. And magic item. He says it's 500 gold pieces.
Just no. I do actually have enough for that.
It's just I had to close the window. But what does this thing do?
I can basically it puts me into the ethereal plane for I think like a minute. No, up to 8 hours.
You can kind of do that already, can't you?
I can now see into the ethereal plane. I
You
can't
can't
go
actually
into
do
yeah. Yeah, I don't. As much as that would be good for sightseeing, I don't think I can go with it. I will take a bag of holding, however.
All right. We'll use the merchant price for this.
Good list.
I did find something I would love, but it's way out of our price range at the moment.
He goes, well, that's still 500 gold pieces.
Still 500. Oh, dear. I didn't know that a bag of holding and going into the ethereal plane for 8 hours were the same thing. I will unfortunately have to pass for now.
I have a feeling that it's supposed to be a little bit more, random. So the fact that you can get it for so cheap, yeah, this is normally 2,000 gold pieces.
Okay. Bag of holding in Adventures League is usually what you get in Tier 1, so up to level 4, but
Yeah.
In any case, thank you, I will check back next time. And
Yeah, you're also supposed to have...
I show, by the way, your clothes of mending have been very helpful through my excursion to the Underdark.
Oh, I imagine so.
I bid him adieu. We checkerboard wipe to the other party. Rest of the party.
Yep. Are any of you other guys... Did he order anything from Neverwinter that's just arriving just in time?
I tried. I inquired about something, but just the inquiry just got me looks of you can't afford it.
Yeah.
I was looking. I was looking for a belt of Hill Giant Strength. Yeah, let me go ahead and save you the trouble. It's about 4K gold.
Don't you already have a gloves of giant strength?
They're...
Yeah, what's your current strength? Yeah, what's your current strength? I would imagine it's 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would only put you up. That would only put you up one more anyway.
Well, if you do this quest, you might be able to afford one.
Indeed.
Okay.
Thing is, in Murook's research, looking for items that would help him, he came across a legend of an axe that very much interests him, but unfortunately, it requires that he has 2 things before he can even wield it. Luckily, he already has one of them, the Gauntlets of Over Strength. But he also has to have the belt of a giant.
Are you trying to get that hammer of thunderbolts?
Oh, you've heard of it then?
Yeah, who hasn't? Who hasn't? Lots of prerequisites for that bad boy.
Yeah, I when I was reading about it, and talking to people about it, I was like, yeah, that sounds like something I would want.
That's a legendary.
Yeah, if you want a legendary item, we're going on a quest.
Yeah, no, as I said, I've got to. The thing is, I know I've got to hunt for it, and I've got to go find it. But I have to have the items so I can even use it before I can even go try and find it. You know. So yeah, this is a long term request.
Okay, fair
This
enough.
is something I've been looking into, and it's. I mean, if I could find a better belt of giant strength, that'd be great. But I'll be happy with just the hill giant one, if you know. But as long as I can find the belt, I can then begin my search for that legendary weapon.
We'll find it right around the time in which I end up finding Holy Avenger, which is a +5 sword.
Well, then at that point we'll start go slaying gods.
So,
Again,
after some
Bar
mostly window
feature.
shopping, you return to your home, and Aurelia is flipping through the book, and she says, "If you're ready, we can open the portal to the demiplane."
I'll just go pick up 2 of the. You said there were greater healing potions at the potion store.
Yeah.
How much are they? And I'll pick up 2 of them.
I think they're 300 gold each.
For the graders?
Yeah.
That's gonna be much. How much for just a normal?
Just take it out of the group inventory for that one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean that's fair. 600 for the 2 greater healings, and I'll hold on to them. And you guys, I'll give them back if I.
Oh, sorry. 100 gold.
Yeah, that sounds about more right. I'll go ahead and.
I was thinking
buy,
of superior healing, which
yeah.
is 500.
I'll go ahead and buy 2 of those for 200 total, out of my own pocket.
Add 2 greater healing potions to your inventory.
Yep.
She asks, "So who can I entrust this knife to?"
Everyone points to Lilisula.
She does
That's
know her
small
way
and
around a
tiny.
knife.
Lilisula, if you are up to the responsibility.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She hands you the small, unassuming knife
I'll drop it.
in a small satchel.
Maybe
Be very careful not to prick yourself with this.
You might want to sheath that.
Yeah. She hands you like a satchel to a sheath. She starts to flip through the book, and says the trick to it is to be on the correct page of the play, and to utter the secret words, and it's at the. She says it's the very end of chapter 8 here, and see this phrase here. It says, "We lift up our light to reveal what is hidden and banish the darkness forever." That's actually a little bit of a clue about what to say, and she flips to the page and just speaks the words, "Harpers at twilight," and the book begins to shake, and it flies out of her hands and kind of levitates in the air, and the pages begin flipping through on their own accord, faster and faster, and they separate from the binding, and they begin to make a circle shape in the air, which goes faster and faster and faster, and little bolts of greenish electricity begins to flow between the pages until, almost like a mirror, you see a gateway to a forest with a path leading to a small town.
Now, if we need to come back, we just say that same thing, right?
The portal will remain open.
Oh, okay, good. Insight check now. I will.
Now, remember, Errant, despite his former self, is very untrusting and resentful because of his curse. He will be nearly impossible to get him through to the portal. My suggestion is to earn his trust and prick him with the dagger while within the demi-plane, and that will simultaneously cure him of the curse, and the demi-plane will dissolve around itself.
We'll come right back here.
Dissolve around him. Oh yes, right where the book is. And she gestures towards the portal, and she goes, "Hey, welcome to you to Wisteria Vale."
Bottoms up, everyone, and I step through.
Follow.
Same.
And on the other side, I get real close to Zorsashi and I whisper, "Bamf."
Just walks on through.
Lilisula just kind of hopscotches on through.
I'm like, you should see what can bamf in the Underdark.
Sounds dirty.
Right. So so you enter the portal to the demi-plane. You find yourself on a path in the forest. It's very bright and colorful, almost probably a bit too much. Like the contrasts have been put on a little bit too high, but it's meant to be pleasing and colorful.
Well,
the weather is mild and temperate, and the sky is unusually blue with a bright sun in the sky with a scattering of clouds, of very small clouds. The air is filled with soothing sounds of nature, from bird songs to the chirping of crickets to gentle breezes ruffling the leaves.
I take it back. This place is actually kind of probably a very nice place to retire.
No.
Spend the rest of your days.
Hey, you could, if you wanted to travel, just give the book to someone and there you go.
Just chill here as they carry you around.
You see behind you, look in the portal, and Raya is kind of waves to you, and but then a worried expression kind of appears on her face, and she goes, "Oh dear, what's happening?" And as the portal begins to shrink smaller and smaller over the course of a few seconds, and she goes, "I'm sorry, the something's interfering with the magics. I can't hold it open," and it, boop.
Oh.
No. Well, that's not good.
Does anyone remember that thing she said?
So,
He said there was something interfering with the magics, and then
No, the spell to open it.
Harper's at Twilight.
I will detect magic. I can do that at will, so basically whenever I'm thinking about it, I will detect magic and just see if there's some sort of anything in the immediate area that would look like it would be doing that, causing it to interference.
You basically sense magic all around you, being a artificially created demi-plane.
That's what I figured, but thought I'd check just to be sure.
How do you think I didn't? Because I figured this what was going to happen. We're in a magically created place. Magic's going to be everywhere.
Cross all your T's, dot all your I's, cross all your thetas. Sure, everything is checked. No assumptions.
They make an ass of you and me. I know.
Is that some saying here I'm not familiar with? We don't have that back in my home.
Anyways, I guess we need to investigate the town and see what's going on, and because I mean, once that dagger hits that guy, we can all just go home.
Hopefully, he's easy to find.
I mean,
there's only so many places that we could pretty much guess where he's. We can pretty much guess he's probably going to be here.
I assume we come down at the southern portion of this map, like right at the
yeah. So you're at the southern part.
Is the manor in the back like towering over the rest of the buildings?
Yeah, it's like the only 2-story building in this town as you approach. It's easily visible.
We can, be like, yeah.
As you walk through the forest, all of a sudden, like a light rain begins to. You feel a light rain on your falling from above, and as you look skyward, you notice that it's the same blue sky in the bright sun, with hardly even a cloud in the sky.
Literal sun shower.
And it continues to rain as you enter the town.
Did it start as we were walking forward, like there was a border almost? No rain on one side?
Potentially. I mean, it just seems like it began raining. It was raining all around you.
Okay. Can we see in the distance any people around?
Yeah, you can see, especially as you walk through the big cluster of buildings in the middle, you can see townspeople just going about their day. Seems to be where the most congregation is taking place.
Do we want to start our investigation there?
Yeah.
Better than it. Seems like a good plan.
I mean, I don't know what a bunch of magical people could be selling, but let's go see. Head to the marketplace.
Skip it along.
As you head to the center of town, some of the civilians turn to you and say, "Hello there," and "Hello, stranger," before returning to their normal duties.
Hell and well met.
You approach one of these. It's a very standard marketplace with people selling foods and goods and trinkets and things like that. And they all give you a wave and a greeting as you pass by.
We'll go up to one of them and it's like, hello.
One goes fresh fish for sale.
No, thank you. I just ate.
On the tent next to them, he goes, "Boiled peanuts for sale."
Boiled peanuts?
Murook goes, I'll take some boiled peanuts over here.
Boiled peanuts?
Boiled peanuts.
5 silver for my boiled peanuts.
I toss him 5 silver.
He goes, "Excellent choice." And he gives you like a like you get at the circus, one of those striped paper bags full of peanuts.
I look at
I
Murook.
wasn't even thinking about this. You're an elephant.
Yeah, I think it's a little cliche.
I turn to Zyzzyx I turn to Zyzzyx and I go, so like if we like manage to dissipate this plane, does that mean his peanuts are gonna go away and his 5 gold is gonna come back? I just kind of like ponder what's gonna happen.
Don't think
5 silver.
I don't do this within earshot of Murook. I let him spend his money gleefully.
He hands you the bag, and as he takes the silver pieces, one of them accidentally drops onto the table and is on the cart, and he goes, "Oopsie!" And as he reaches down to touch it on the one table, it's almost like the sound of metal hitting the wood, not the you would expect from a person's hand. And he picks up the silver, he gives a little bite, he goes, "Ah!" And he puts it away in a little pouch, and he just goes, "Peanuts for sale?" The guy next to him goes, "Fish for sale?"
Hey, if you put them together, you could have a fish peanut snack. Walk off.
I just start grabbing the bowl of peanuts out of the bag with my trunk. Just fully fulfilling the cliche.
I didn't know you could do that.
You have not look at you do seriously look up how the and also is very.
I was saying that in character. Because
he's never seen Murook do that.
Yeah, he's never seen you basically use anything but your hands.
It just never comes up in battle. I don't.
Well, in any case,
it hasn't really come up yet because I usually have a good weapon, and I don't. The next time we fight someone, I'll slap someone with my trunk if you want.
I go up to the peanut salesman, Mr. Peanut Proprietor. We're looking for a certain person. What was their name? I wrote down in my notes. Joey, what was the person's name?
His name was Errant Quill.
Errant Quill. Yes.
Have you heard of this Errant Quill, and is he frequent this marketplace?
He kind of blinks a couple times. He goes, "Peanuts for sale?"
Oh.
I just tap. I don't think you're gonna get an answer out of that.
I'm really thinking these Harpers do not know magic that well.
Honestly, they're not that. It's not that bad.
No, it's not, but
it's still impressive. Have you ever seen an entire city inside of a book?
I've seen the ethereal plane while reading a book.
That's more.
Not quite the same.
Not quite this, but again, I wasn't expecting perfection in this. Plus,
fair enough.
I continue eating the peanuts. Not bad.
How are they?
They taste delicious.
Yeah, they're perfect. They are really good peanuts. Want one?
Yeah.
I'll pass their detect magic. They're magical peanuts, are they not?
Yes, they have the magical aura around them.
Yeah, I will. They're not kosher.
They can't be worse for me than that mushroom wine.
You can. Yeah, I'm passing because they're just fine.
And I toss one to Zyzzyx.
No. I catch it with my tail.
Oh wow!
The dexterity.
Shall we continue?
Yes. I think we've
Place
had our.
Is a little creepy.
It seems like they went with the bare minimum as far as for the Just the
They probably
peasantry.
had we'll start walking and talking, and we'll just head north to the next promenade.
Yeah, so,
I assume we're going to be heading towards the manor, as that appears to be the most obvious place, the most likely place that the person would be living.
Yes.
So-
That's what I was.
So you see, near the marketplace, there's a tavern, which has the sign that says Blossom's Rest, and nearby you also see a tailor and a shoe shop called the Silks and Souls close by as well. And on the other side of town, you see some farmlands and some farm buildings. And in the distance, you see the manor.
What was Blossom's Rest?
Tavern.
Some rest
Tavern.
is a tavern.
Probably.
I
Have
mean,
to
we
walk
could-
by that. I'll peek in the window. I'm not going to go in, but I'll peek in the window as we go by. Does it look like, like if Disney made an animatronic tavern set in one of their rides? That's
think
kind
they
of what I'm
have.
assuming.
You see several people sitting at the bar stools and tables within the tavern, just kind of sitting there. And you see two. You see a bartender, a dwarf bartender, and a half elf just kind of standing by the bar as well, with a tray of drinks in her hand, but they're not moving.
First position. I have a feeling if we wanted to go get some alcohol and just take it, nobody would stop us. Probably all watered down anyway.
Not much point.
Shall we continue then to the north, to the manor, looming manor in the distance?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
I have no reason for shoes. So we'll just continue to the manor, if that's the case.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. All of a sudden, while the light rain was continuing, but all of a sudden it stops, and the sky above you just fills with storm clouds, and you hear thundering off in the distance.
Why would they make magical inclement weather?
But the rain, despite the sky, the rain has just stopped.
I guess we should seek shelter if they decided that lightning strikes could be a thing in this world.
Rook just starts taking notes for the Harpers because he has some complaints about their spell work. Like in universe, out of like talking meta, basically Rook just starts filing a QA report. This is
Yeah.
Right, what do you do?
We're continuing to the manor.
Yeah, we're just
The lightning and clouds are not stopping us from getting to the manor. We've got nowhere else to go except there at the moment.
Okay, you head further north till you reach Wisteria Manor.
Mm-hmm.
So you're,
Look
who is
bigger
here?
Look bigger
Who's
from the
not here?
distance.
Sashi, where's your token?
Under the Z's.
Under the sea.
and he's taking some Z's.
Right, so as you walk right to get to the description. So you're outside the manor. You see the double doors leading inside, as well as several windows. The manor is 2 stories, and it's very lovely looking.
Murook just walks up to the door and starts knocking.
Wait a moment. Nothing happens.
Murook knocks one more time. Hello? Anyone home?
I'm gonna see if I can peek in one of the windows.
Okay. Hold on, so I'm just reading some stuff.
Mr. Quill, hello?
Make sure
You have
there's
visitors
rules
that you
about
can
windows.
converse with.
All the windows have the curtains drawn.
Inconvenient for you.
Murook just
I
tries
mean, you
to open
say
it.
that, but you're forgetting I'm Zorsashi and can see everything and everything, anything and everything.
All right. Well, before we, so Sashi, I guess try and tell me if you see anything before I
Oh no,
open the door.
the curtains are drawn. I couldn't see anything. I haven't activated the ability to do that yet. I wanted to make sure there was no other options before expending that.
Well, we could just go in.
Mm-hmm.
Be polite.
Is the door locked? I try the handle. I don't open it, but I'm just trying to see if it's locked.
It's locked.
Okay. It's locked. I announce.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Lilisula is not that kind of rogue, as we've come up on this before.
Yep.
I'll circle around to the side, see if there are any other doors.
Yeah, so you see one door right around here.
Hey guys,
It's
it's
like a
a
back-
side door. I'm gonna go
back
try
entrance.
that. Yeah, the side door. I'm gonna go try that, and I'll just test the handle, and knock as well.
It is unlocked.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, I'll go back and say, hey, it's way in here. Door's
Well,
unlocked.
we tried going in the front. I guess we'll go around the side.
I just think to myself, like, why would they put locks in here? Did he think people were the fake people outside were gonna steal? Oh, like, I don't know. I'll knock and I will slowly open the door as they are rounding the corner. And I'm just like very slowly, like I'm want to make my presence known as I'm opening it. I'm like, hello, Mr. Quill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you knock on the door?
I knock on the door as I'm about to open. Like I'll knock a couple times before I open it to see if anything happens, and if nothing happens, I will slowly start to open it.
Yeah. You hear a man's voice from inside saying, "Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute." And
Sure.
he kind of opens up a little bit, and you see a man's face kind of peer through, and he goes, saying, "The party's not not till tonight. I'm afraid I have much to do. Much to do."
Well, are you Mr. Errant Quill?
Oh, Lord heavens, no. My name's Damien. I'm Mr. Quill's servant, and I have much cooking to do before the party tonight.
Well, if I could just, we were urgently looking for Mr. Quill. We don't need to rush you or interrupt you during your cooking, but it's rather important
I have much to do. Much to do.
That's one of those.
I'm going to shout over him. We're here to assist you with the preparation.
He goes, well, that doesn't seem right. I've always been Mr. Quill's only assistant. He's never needed any more.
Well, have you ever needed an assistant?
No, I get everything done myself. I'm very good. Because there's much to do, much to do.
Have you ever wanted to train assistants?
I don't think I've ever wanted anything like that, no.
It kind of sounded like you did. We'll just try to
Well,
guess.
there's much to do. There's much to do, but I'm very good at my job.
I don't doubt that. Lemon, say something.
If there's so much to do, wouldn't you like some assistance to ensure that you get it all done in time?
Think of how much more you could do.
Hey, what do you want with the master? What do you want with the master anyway?
Here comes Lilisula from behind. And
Yes. Well, you may have been able to guess that we're not from around here. We have a message for him, a package, really, and we need his signature, technically, to.
A fingerprint will do.
Yes.
Saying a package. I don't believe the bastard's ever gotten a package.
Well, then won't he be excited?
well, there's a first time for everything.
He has been rather glum lately.
Is he home at the moment? He's not out and about town, is he?
He goes, oh yes, he's preparing for the party tonight.
Here at this location.
Oh yes, we have a grand ballroom.
No, I mean he is here preparing at this location. He's not out and about preparing.
Yeah, he's inside the manor.
Oh, okay. Can we see him?
Yeah. Can I try to persuade him to let us in?
Yeah, this is gonna be a persuasion check.
Okay, cool. So let me roll.
I think I'm persuaded with that.
Well, you see, it's
He
very
goes,
urgent business we have inside, and we need to report to him immediately to deliver this package we have for him. And so, if you could be really helpful and take us to him. I mean, you said you were trying to be helpful and you had so much to do, so let's get this one more thing off your bucket list so that we can get what we need to get done, so that you can get what you need to get done.
He goes, well, that makes a lot of sense.
Surely it does.
She just bats her big old eyes at him.
Yeah.
Pretty please.
All right, so he offers you, he invites you into the kitchen area.
Mm-hmm.
And although his token is of a young woman, he is actually a human man.
I can see the resemblance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not an elven young lady. Thank you. There's 5 of us. I don't know if you knew that. I just wanted to make sure. We won't drag mud or anything in. It was raining a little bit before.
So this kitchen is bright and clean, with 2 windows looking out into the yard. The air smells of spices, and a man hums to himself as he stirs a large iron pot over fire. It's not really relevant for this. Dishes and platters of artfully arranged. Some word I don't know.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Just
Hors d'oeuvres.
just hors d'oeuvres. Okay,
Yeah,
hors d'oeuvres sit on
that's
the
how
table.
it's French.
That's hors d'oeuvres.
Sit on the table alongside a bowl of magenta punch.
I'm gonna say, my eyes are not very good in the lack of light, and I'm going to just open the curtain a little bit.
Some light gets shown to the room.
Yeah, much better. Never know when you need an open window.
As you open the window, all of a sudden the smells in the room just cease to exist.
What in the room?
Like all the smells,
Smells. Okay.
Odors.
That's interesting.
despite all the food and the strong spices.
Close that window again. See what happens.
I will close the window. I now should I clarify? Was that from opening the window
curtain.
or opening the curtain?
Around the same time.
I mean, I had meant that I only opened the curtain. I just want to make sure it was like not just opening the window or opening the curtain caused the smells to dissipate.
You opened up the curtain, and it was around the same time.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'll close the curtain. See if smells come back.
You suddenly, the smell of ripe vegetables fill the air, but nothing else.
Bizarre.
Interesting.
Murook makes another note.
Well,
The man goes, well, that's a bit unusual, huh?
Yeah, you don't say.
Ever since the master's new guest came, weird things have been happening like that. Smells disappearing, colors disappearing.
back up. Actually, the colors disappearing is also interesting, and I do want to follow up on that. However, what do you mean other guests? Have there been other people than the 5 of us and the regular townsfolk?
So, yeah, you're not the first person to visit within the past couple of weeks.
And everybody, and I go, did we ask her if any of the Harpers tried sending other people?
I don't think we did. I think we should have.
Yeah.
We didn't think to, huh?
But I have a feeling the answer would have still. I think the answer might have still been no.
Mm-hmm.
Are the guests still here?
One of them, but he's a very unusual fellow. Never seen his like before.
Oh,
Where might we find this fellow, and what does he look like, or she, or
Oh,
he or she?
He likes to float around the manor during the day.
Literally or figuratively?
Oh, quite literally. In fact, the party tonight is in his honor. The townsfolk has been a little apprehensive of our new guests, so Master Quill is throwing a party so everyone can get to know him.
What do you happen to know the guest's name? So we might.
Ooh.
Would you mind telling us?
He says, well, the fellow's name is Redicor.
Redicor.
Okay, well, that sounds familiar to me.
He says, we might run into him as I take you to see Master Quill, but he's quite grumpy, and don't look him in the eye, or any of his eyes. All right, here we go.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
He opens up the door.
Oh no!
To
Zorsashi, do you have a bad feeling all of a sudden?
Oh no! I'm just looking straight at the old servant, and just even with Murook asking that, I'm just looking and thinking to myself, going, "Oh no!"
I look at Zorsashi and he starts turning like
I turn bright tan with sickness.
And I'm like,
complete flesh colored.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
So this lounge is warm and smells. Oh wait, sorry, that's the wrong room. But this seems the main hallway of the manor. You do see wide double door on the north side, where two pieces of armor are on either side of the door. And Damien kind of urges you this way to a set of stairs.
I'm a little bit frozen in place, so
I just pick up Zorsashi and
Lemon, stop standing on the stove. It's hot.
I'm not doing that.
I just
Not
pick
like
it.
Lemon would ever feel it. Lemon's a beast.
I just like I turn to lean over to Zorsashi and whisper to him, "How bad is it?"
On a scale of
1 to 10.
On a scale of 2, it's an 11.
I turn to the.
He leaves.
Well then, yes. I turn to Lemon and say, "I think things are about to go very south."
They always tend to.
All gonna depend on. Oh God.
We're going up the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, unless you choose to do something
Yeah,
else.
we're following.
Okay. And he leads you to this door right here, and saying, "The master will be with you shortly." Talking about this room right here.
The guest isn't in here, correct? It's the master.
He goes, any guests to the manor can use the facilities.
I thought they were bringing us to the master.
We're probably going to a waiting room.
Oh, okay.
He's leading to use this room.
Zyzzyx, go on in. Yeah.
I'm going in.
Maybe open the door first.
Yeah, you.
I don't open it.
Damien opens the door for you. You go in, and it seems to be a bathroom.
Oh, I thought you meant the master was here.
Saying,
I think we're
be with you shortly. Don't dilly dally.
I don't think we can all fit in there.
I think we'll have to take.
You'll be able to squeeze in there.
We could take turns, I suppose.
Murook, can you go in first?
I would rather go in last. Thank you very much.
All right, come on, Zyzzyx, let's get the tub.
I take the tub with Zorsashi.
He asked me.
Zyzzyx, you don't have to turn the water on.
I'm a lizard.
I assume you all
endlessly confused.
I think Lemon needs to go in next. Then Lilisula, then myself.
I was gonna say Lilisula could probably just climb on your shoulders. She's like 5'1". She doesn't take up a lot of room.
So with a big smile, Damien just kind of watches you file into this small bathroom, and he goes, "Well, I must prepare for the party," and he closes the door behind you, and you hear him walk off.
Is the door locked?
Door's unlocked.
So he's walked off and he's left us in the bathroom.
I don't think we have to stay in here.
Murook just leaves. No, he's not staying in here that long. He does wash his hands though. Don't need to be rude.
Zyzzyx, you don't have to take your clothing off. I know you don't have a lot, but stop staring at me, Lily.
Oh, Lilisula, the whole thing. Don't call me Lily.
Lilisula. I exit the bathroom.
We don't call you Zor.
I'm gonna peek around this corner.
It was a fairly unremarkable bathroom as you looked in there. It was very nice, but nothing too special about it.
Did you all wash your hands?
There's no bathroom mints.
My hands are naturally clean. It's part of.
Zorsashi, could you maybe look around, if you know what I mean, and see if there's anything?
Yeah, let me use my easier one. And let me actually find the specific thing. Ghostly Gaze. Once per short rest as an action, you can gain the ability to see through solid objects with dark vision to a range of 30 feet for 1 minute. I will go ahead and...
Once per how many? Short
Once
rest?
per short rest. When I get it back in a short rest.
Didn't you use it outside?
I did not.
Oh.
I was waiting on it. So, Joey, for the minute that it's up, I want to just you don't have to reveal it for everybody. You can just let me know what it is if you want, or I'm basically going to be looking for any other persons in here and any other floating things.
Okay, where are you looking?
I'm going to take a quick glance at everything. I'm going to look at each door. If there's nothing in the room behind the door, I'm going to turn to the next one, and then I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to look up and down. I'm going to try to get a full 30-foot sphere of everything. Whatever you think I can do in an entire minute is up to you.
Okay,
I'll put a 30-foot radius on.
Yeah, first, I'll let you know what you see in front of you. So the room in front of you, right here, appears to be a library with a large statue in it. There's a
library with a statue, and then I will. Is there any
desk.
occupants?
That's.
I'm sorry, Joey. Let me clarify. I'm glancing, so I just want to give you a quick overview of the noticeable things.
Yes, it is a library, a large statue, a messy desk full of papers, but you don't see any people inside.
Okay, I say library, statue, and desk, and some other stuff, and I will turn to the next door and look. And I'll just step over there and look into the next door.
Mm-hmm.
This one appears to be a bedroom. Judging by the four-poster bed, it's actually a master bedroom.
I mentioned that.
There's a private in a personal bathroom.
No occupants.
No occupants.
I'll step up here and just look north.
Okay. Make sure I describe this right.
Tiamat is going down a water slide.
Yeah. Like, what do you know?
We.
You hear that in quad stereo, into stereo.
Yay! Ah!
All right, so space in front of you is actually empty space. But if you look downwards, you can see a banquet hall and a stage.
Oh, so this is probably a two-story room on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay. Any occupants?
You see two figures patrolling the outskirts of the room.
Humanoid?
Humanoid. They look like two people in suits of armor.
Okay. I'll say that. Two-story, large hall building. Looks like two armored guards. Then I will just whatever else I can get. Anything notable, I'll just walk around a little bit until it dissipates for the next minute.
Yeah, and so you look in this room right here, and it looks like a smaller bedroom.
Okay. Whoa, you loaded all the letters on your icon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've
Nice.
been useful.
I actually made those. I appreciate the gift you gave me, but they were very hard to read on the.
Some
on the
some of them are, yeah.
Yeah, so I made some very basic ones.
I made the alphabet.
Yeah, I invented the alphabet.
I will say that. I'll say it looks like an empty bedroom here. It looks like below us is an empty. The only people I saw were the two things on there, and they do not sound like the description of the guest we were given. Nobody was hovering. Everybody was very humanoid.
Maybe he's not actually here.
Lucky.
I guess we can start exploring.
Yeah, I'm going to go into the statue library.
Large wooden doors open to reveal a cozy library lit by warm candlelight. 2 walls of shelves stretch to the ceiling, with a rolling ladder to help reach higher books. In the center of the room is an armchair and a desk. Books are piled haphazardly on the desk, many of them left open, next to a bottle of ink and a quill. An opposing stone statue stands in the corner of the room, silently watching.
Check magic to see if anything. I mean, I assume everything's going to be here magical, but if there's anything that looks off, like different school of magic, I kind of want to know if that's possible to see.
Mm-hmm.
Again, everything has a tint of magic, but the statue by the door is giving off strong magical energy.
Do you know what school it might be, or you don't? It's all right.
I think transmutation, would be the right one.
I will let everybody know that. Statue looks to be transmutational magic, which is different from everything else, which is Harper magic.
What does that mean?
Well, transmutation. Let me look at my notes.
I'm just making that up. I hope I got the right one.
That's fine. I can never remember what most of them are anyway. They might change properties of creature, object, or environment. Changey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna open up one of the curtains, see if anything happens.
Open it up. You notice where the light hits the floor, all turns into black and white.
They did mention the colors disappearing. That's interesting. Close the door, or close the curtain.
It remains black and white.
Oh no. Am I still in color?
You are completely black and white right now.
Oh no.
Hey.
I'm gonna open up the other curtain. Maybe it undoes things.
The color comes back.
Oh god. That's, kind of neat, but I was not in Pleasantville during that situation. And I will just look through all the things at the desk, and I will transition to whatever other people want to do, because I don't want to railroad things or quarterback.
Okay, you spend some time looking at the books that are on the desk. Let's read what it says. You see that Quill's been researching the Underdark. He's been taking notes. Several books related to the Underdark and citizens, and one of the books is opened up. Is opened up to a page that says Beholderkin.
Yep.
Yes.
Nope. Yep. As I'm just kind of like reading this stuff, having my suspicions confirmed.
And you see notes written on some other pieces of paper where Quill was seemingly trying to find a way to escape the demiplane, and he was reading about how beholders have the ability to dream themselves in and out of different planes. And you see notes about this, and the further you read, you notice that no sooner as he started researching beholders that one seemingly appeared within the veil, calls himself Renicor, and he's kind of working up the courage to ask him if he could help him to escape the veil, but he doesn't think the beholder would be very agreeable.
Because he's going to try
And
and
the
take him on a date to the movie theater, maybe to romance him.
In the last page is about Quill's fear that Renicor might be suspecting of using the beholder to his own ends. And the last sentence is actually smeared as if it's been interrupted in the middle of writing it.
I will turn to everybody and sort of just summarize that if they're all just standing around watching me look at books. I'll let them do whatever they're doing first, and then I'll take that time to read the book and let them know. So.
Probably just glancing around the room, but not finding anything of value. That.
Mm-hmm.
Did you warn us
I'm
about
sorry.
the curtains?
I'm sorry, did you say something? I was reading something, another paragraph.
Everybody's just shuffling in. They don't know what they want to do. What did you say, Brice?
I asked, did you tell us about the curtains?
I will tell you before I assume you guys were watching me as that happened.
Yeah, we didn't just now go in. We've probably been looking around the places you've been reading.
Yeah, I will obviously mention the statue, and you'll note about the curtains, and then I'm currently reading the documents on the desk.
Got it.
I look around. So what are you guys doing?
You've already told us about the book, right?
I'm reading it right now.
What? Reading or speaking?
I'm not reading it aloud. I'm studying and going through all the notes.
Okay.
So
He relays the information to you.
I will relay it as soon as I get it, but I assume that you guys are doing something while I'm doing this, but I will relay the information.
So, wait, hold on. We're kind of has been pondering on this. You think he dreamed a beholder into being?
I don't think the Harpers would have sent a beholder.
I don't think. I mean, not unintentionally. While he was doing the research, he dreamed it into being.
I think that's entirely possible. I'm not an expert on beholders, nor do I want to be. But yeah, that's what I floating with 11 eyes. It did not look at based on what I could see in the house. He was not around unless he's on the attic or the roof.
So we need to find our guy and get that dagger poked into him. Unless we want to deal with a beholder.
Yes.
Which is not on my to-do list forever.
Yeah. Anything else of note in here, Joey?
No, you searched the library pretty well.
Well, I'm satisfied in here, everyone. Shall we move to the next room? I think that is a yes. Murook, lead the way.
I guess we go check the bedroom. Wait, hold on. Did we determine what that statue was?
Nope, and at this point I'm not super concerned.
I would say, does anybody have Dispel Magic?
Zyzzyx?
I do not.
Kind of shakes her head no.
That's the problem. No, I don't think any of us have any ability to dispel it.
No, I do. I do have Dispel.
Yeah, because you've used it before.
Yeah. Zyzzyx, why don't we step back from the statue and Zyzzyx, you cast Dispel Magic on the statue.
See, what's my range on Dispel Magic?
You've got range.
You got range.
Alright, guys. Everyone ready? And clear.
Beep.
Okay.
Entire book dispels.
And I did it out of 3rd level. I didn't do it out of any higher one.
Okay. You use the spell magic on the statue. And I'm sorry if I'm getting like creature lore like wrong, but like how magic works, but nothing happens.
Well, that didn't do anything.
You might have needed to do it. Do you have any higher level slots?
I mean, let's not. We don't know what this.
Well, I guess I'm just tossing ideas out.
You're just thinking back to that wizard. You're just thinking back to that wizard tower where you're in that room with 4 statues and you didn't know what to do with them.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that wizard. I feel like
does the statue look to be a full body, or is it like a bust and torso kind of thing, or what?
It is it is a full body of like an armored creature.
What if this is petrified?
It is much larger than a person.
Okay, so it's a Statue of David thing here.
Let's put a pin on this one and look around. We might find some other clue elsewhere.
I do have remove curse if necessary.
Mm-hmm.
So let's head to the next room. I was also going to say that I picked up scrying, but I forgot that it has material. I need a 1000 GP crystal ball or silver mirror or something. So that'll be on my to get list.
You try to cast it, and all you see is a triangle in your heads. Try again later.
I guess if everybody wants to follow me, I'll head over to the next room.
Yep.
Glare at the statue on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The furnishings and ornate decorations make it clear that this is Quill's bedroom. A large fur poster bed, draped in blue velvet, occupies the middle of the room. Next to it is a dark wooden wardrobe and a bedside table with leather-bound journal sitting next to a vase of freshly picked flowers. Set in the east wall is a door, and you can see that leads to a private bathroom.
Yeah, I'll obviously open that room up as well. Hey, Zyzzyx.
Yeah.
Go see what's out that window, and I will step into the bathroom.
Awesome. Zyzzyx opens the curtain.
Beautiful outside. This is lovely.
Out of curiosity, how long has it been since the guy said, "Wait here"?
It took Zorsashi at least 10 minutes to read through all those notes.
Yeah, you guys were looking through the books. Anything notable in the bathroom?
As you take a look in the mirror, you notice it's raining behind you within the mirror.
Oh. Great.
That
This mirror just reflects my internal soul.
Word just makes another note. It's getting ridiculous.
Anything out here? Drawers? Anything?
There was a leather-bound book sitting on one of the bedside tables.
Oh, who wanted to check that out?
I'll do it.
I said I don't want to quarterback anything because if I'm not here next week, then what are you guys gonna do?
Yeah, you open up the journal,
Mhm.
and it smells like raspberries.
Making stuff up.
And
You
then,
read the text. You read the text, and it's just somebody blowing raspberries.
yeah, as you flip a page, it smells like bananas. And every time you flip a page, it has a different smell.
He wrote each page with those smell markers that we all had in like 3rd grade.
So you spend several moments reading over the journal, and it is Quill's journal, and he seems to the first few months of entries seems to be full of his experiences and his thoughts, but it becomes a little bit more sporadic until about a date of about 2 weeks ago, when he describes the arrival of a Renicor. Some other things you believe here is that about a year has passed since he entered the demiplane. He realizes through that there was a incident where he cut himself on a piece of glass, or at least it would have been cut, but his hand was unharmed, and he learned that he cannot be harmed while within the demiplane. And so long has passed that he's now convinced that the Harpers are lying to him when they said they were going to find a cure, and they're just biding their time before they find a way to kill him. And you see more notes about how he thinks the arrival of the Beholder might be his key out of Wisteria Vale.
Oh, well, I'm glad we didn't run into him first then.
Yeah, we're gonna have, if we try to just a direct approach with that, that's not gonna be good.
Yeah, we'll promptly be deleted.
Maybe he'll be into one of those that knife game where you try to stab all of between your fingers. Maybe we could trick him and just stab his hand.
I'm good at that game.
That's good. That's good. Well, keep that in mind. Might be a thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Enough bathrooms for now. Look, anything under the bed?
Just some monsters.
Gonna have
Yep. Anything on the ceiling?
Yeah, no one.
More monsters. More monsters.
Kind of slinking around a little bit.
Like the entirety of Crit Roll Campaign 1, they didn't realize that the world they're in had 2 moons until like the beginning of Campaign 2, where Matt actually mentioned that.
So as you open the door of Lilisula, you hear a clank clank of the door out, or start to leave the room.
Oh, okay.
You hear a clank,
We're gonna
clank, clank.
hold back here then. If that's supposed to happen right there and then.
And you see two suits of armor make their way up the stairs. It's like clank, clank.
Making their way
Put you all back in
upstairs.
here.
Clanky, clank, clanky, clank, clank.
And it makes its way up here, and you can just see it from the corner of your vision. And it walks up to the bathroom you were in, takes out one of its arms, and pulls the door open. Kind of peers inside, looks around, closes it. Well, the other one comes to this room, opens the door, peers inside, and after a moment, he closes it.
So like when Lilisula spots the thing, she turns and she like holds up 2 fingers, and then she points in the hallway, and then she like does like a gesture like a monster with her, like just trying to motion to everybody. There are 2 bad guys.
I understand that because I know a little bit of Elvish Sign Language.
Not even
Right.
Here.
Not even
Everybody-
Elvish Sign Language. She just made it up like a child.
Murook just goes, everybody into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Again.
So one more.
Start. They'll figure it all out.
Yeah, so you hear a clank, clank, clank,
And I shut the
as
door.
one comes to the door of the library, looks inside. Well, you can't see, but after a moment, you hear the door close, and then another clank, 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 as this one peers into this room. And everyone give me a stealth check.
Hold your breath.
Guess who will be silent as the night right now?
Not prepare, pass without a trace.
Guess who, oddly enough, has advantage on stealth despite having a -1.
Thank you, reliable talent.
I hope it's a group stealth check.
17, 16, 17.
Depending on whether or not my armor is taken into account for this stealth roll, mine might be a 9.
Yeah, but all of you roll high enough. Seeing has horrible perception.
Zyzzyx is about
And
to
after a
sneeze, and
moment-
I do the finger under the nose thing to stop him from sneezing.
Yeah.
But you don't know where a lizard's nose is, so
And after a moment, you hear the door close, and the clanking gets softer and softer as they head back downstairs.
Lilisula, silent as a shadow. So quiet, people forget she's there.
That was a good catch by. Wait, where's Lilisula?
Am I here?
I'm just hiding in your pocket.
That's why they used to tie bells to me when I was little, because they'd lose track of me real easy.
That worked out. Well, that worked out. Thanks for the good call on the good catch on seeing him coming.
Oh, good call at the bathroom.
Yeah, agreed.
Had to do some creative bending, but we all got in there.
Yeah, we don't want to know how we did that.
It's just
I-
this
I
dude
mean-
pile in the bathroom.
We also don't necessarily know that they were gonna do something to us.
Well, we can assume that A, the host is paranoid about being killed, and B, he's probably been compromised, doubly so, by the beholder. So, I mean, at this point, we should work under the assumption that we're in hostile territory. Yet again.
I'm gonna
Seems we are
start thinking of
especially-
ways. I'm gonna start thinking of ways to make a beholder costume disguise. Well, either way,
Breath of the Wild hat.
I'll peek out if it's safe. I'll motion everybody.
Just kill 5 beholders and bring their heads back.
Lilisula follows the fellow purple person.
Purples forever. Now we can go peek around the corner here.
Now we never. There's another whole room here that we haven't looked in.
It was a small bedroom with nobody in it, so
Oh,
I mean, I'm not saying we can't, but
just saying.
We'll catch it. We'll catch it on the way back.
I trust your friend with his special eyes.
Look with your special eyes.
yes. By the way, you might want to get that tapeworm looked at, Lilisula.
I don't have to-
You.
I'm a vegetarian. I don't have tapeworm. Just kidding. I'm not a vegetarian.
Good one.
I'm gonna just open up this window or these curtains.
Right? Nothing happens.
Curtains are safe. Peek around the corner.
Right, so this is the balcony, but you're viewing it from, or the ballroom, but you're viewing it from a small balcony. Let's see what you see below. You see a young man, well, a kind of middle-aged man, walking around the tables, making sure that the silverware is placed and everything looks neat and tidy. It is not Damien that you saw before.
Does it still look like he's in like servant clothing?
No, it's actually very, very fancy looking.
Do I see any doors on the ground floor?
From your angle, you can see the 2 double doors, which would be around here.
Okay.
From your.
I'll motion for the rest of the group. It's like, what are you guys doing? Come on.
Waiting for you.
It's a dead end, and we can see there's a guy down there.
Oh,
A different guy. Yeah, now's the time to bamf next to me, Zyzzyx.
I sneak up.
I'm literally looking at you.
So you can see that the way he's dressed, that you've seen like bards kind of dressed like this before.
Okay,
Like
because he's
that.
an entertainer.
And I would say, even though I didn't really RP at the beginning, his manner of clothing and his age fits what Aaron Quill would be.
It could be him. Does anybody have a message? No, that'd probably freak him out. Should we talk to him?
I don't know what. No, he does seem very paranoid, and he's probably
I can probably test that.
We might make him a little more paranoid by just sneaking around the house constantly.
True.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna study him for like a minute. Just watch him. Does he seem?
Yeah, he
Is he, like,
goes
looking
from
over his
table to table,
shoulder?
make there's everything neat. You see him kind of peer at a painting in the upper left hand corner around here, and his eyes kind of linger on it for a moment, and kind of shakes his head, and then continues his work. And you hear him. He's probably speaking to himself, but you're rather far away and can't really make out what he's saying.
I can see all. I cannot hear all.
Hold on.
I'll regroup with everybody else to kind of like, all right, well, what if that could be him? We need to make sure it is him before we do anything, because I don't know if we do something to that. Maybe that thing only has one charge. Pointing at the knife that Lilisula has.
How can we find out for sure without alerting him?
Can any of you read minds?
No.
I mean, I knew it was a long shot, but yeah. We could talk to him. Anyone the diplomatic type?
The problem is our main diplomat is currently taking a nap in another place.
No, she just talks all the time. I could talk really good too.
It talks confusingly.
Yeah.
Well, you're more just. Well, she's more the diplomat. You're more just nice.
Well, yeah, but like I can lie better than she can.
Well, maybe we should just go the honest route, and if we're not trying to hide anything, maybe he'll trust us more.
Why don't we go down there and just say, "Oh, we got the date for the party messed up."
Well, that would be lying.
I have a sudden sinking realization. Oh, we're gonna need clothes. We're gonna need nice clothes.
Or we could just say, "Hey, we were sent to check on you because no one had heard from you in a while, and people were getting worried." And
Yeah, I'm kind of liking the truth approach.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I could whip out the show him as a show of trust kind of thing.
don't show him the dagger unless we need to.
No. Like we could use it
Don't
as
mention the Harpers.
Just don't
Okay.
mention the Harpers. Mention
Well, then
that.
how did we get here then?
Say that we were contracted by a third party.
What if only the
The-
Harpers
the-
knew that he's here?
The League of Exquisite Beholders.
We're back to lying again.
Well, it seems like that if he's got a beholder,
Whatever we do, we need to decide quickly.
yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta,
Well, we came here to help him get out. I'm sure you would like to hear that.
Oh yes,
That's-
let's
good
lead
call.
with that. Let's lead with that.
Mhm.
I peek over the balcony. Does he notice us at all, or are we still quiet enough?
He is gone.
Oh,
Where'd our guy go?
downstairs. Let's go.
Yeah,
And as you approach the stairs, you hear footsteps.
Who's taking lead? The rest of us go around the corner. So I don't.
Lily, you're taking the lead.
I duck into
Okay.
the master bedroom.
Because Lilisula can.
Actually, we probably just need to duck into the library, like we were done with the bathroom.
I'm in the master bedroom.
Well, is it metal? Is it metal footsteps like last time, or regular ones?
Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Probably got metal boots on.
It sounds like normal footsteps.
Everybody in the library.
Hey, let's just wait for him out here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, are you waiting up in the hallway?
Zorsashi, do you just want to stay in the bedroom?
I'm just gonna be back here. I'll be fine. I'll peek out.
Okay.
So after a moment, you see the same young man that you saw before appear in the hallway, and as he turns the corner, he lets out a small gasp as he sees all of you scattered in the hallway here, and he's a very handsome man in extravagant clothes, but you notice there's a scar running down the right hand of it, or the left side of his cheek on his face.
Hi.
And he goes, "Oh, you must be my guest. I just came up to check on you. I suppose I should apologize for taking so long, but it seems like you made yourself at home."
It's fine. Sorry for not waiting. In the room was a little cramped.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Oh," he looks at well, which room are you referring to? Our bedrooms our guest bedroom is quite spacious.
The restroom.
It's that they put us in the restroom for some reason.
Well, what can you expect from fake people? Am I right?
Sure, I've been taking notes.
Well, yeah, fake people are the worst.
I've never seen you before.
I've never seen you before.
We were sent by a. We were sent to
Get you
essentially.
out.
Well, yeah, nobody had heard from you in a while, and everybody got kind of worried, so they sent us in to check on you and see if anything was wrong.
To see if we can save you. Or help
Wait,
you.
you're from the outside.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
It's
How did you get here?
someone opened a book, said some words, and bada bing, bada boom, here we were.
He says, "Who?"
Oddly enough, they didn't say. They just said they were an interested party.
They didn't say their name?
They
They
did say
paid
their
a-
name. I just wasn't paying enough attention to do it. All I was remembering or doing was
They gave us a lot of money and told us to come in here and check on you.
He says, "Money? You're hired? What's the package that you wanted to give me?" And he kind of is a little bit more on guard.
Oh, well, I believe it was some sort of key or key-like object. Lilisula, I think, has it.
oh, deferring to me, huh?
Indeed.
Yeah. So
Lemon is fighting so hard not to facepalm.
yeah, here. Let me and then Lilisula's like trying to mess around with her bag, like trying to I was like, I couldn't help but notice that like what's going on here? Like trying to buy for some time, trying to
Let's say there was some obvious I would say glitches is the word I'm looking for here in the world, and that's just doesn't seem right. Like, something's. I mean, I'm not saying anything's wrong with you. I'm saying something's wrong with the world around you.
His demeanor immediately changes. And he goes, "Oh, I don't think of them as glitches. I just think of them as happy daydreams."
Hey, hey. One person's glitch is another person's feature, I suppose.
He says, "Renicor just has the most wonderful visions, doesn't he?"
Renicor, is that your friend?
Oh, is it?
Your
He's-
housekeeper mentioned that you had some guests, and I imagine that's who that is.
Oh, my beholder friend? Yes.
Beholder friend.
He's wonderful. In fact, he's my guest of honor at the party tonight. And at this point, he's like completely changed his demeanor, and he's like forgotten that he was threatened by you.
Let me put on the charm here.
Looks fine to me.
And, try to turn the dial
Yeah.
up with the charm to see what I can pry at him, because I think I've figured out how we can talk.
Yeah,
to
it seems
him.
perfectly fine.
So I'll say you must be quite a guy to get a beholder's attention. Most of the time I've ever met a beholder, it's always been getting yelled at or being told I'm stupid or that I might belong, or it would be better if I was a lich's vessel. Things like that.
Oh well, if you got to know Renicor, you would know that he is just the most stand-up guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's see here, and then she kind of looks back at her allies to see if float up, to see if maybe it might be a good idea to meet this fella. It's like Lilisula just kind of motions to Zyzzyx, and we just kind of have a little bit of a huddle. She just kind of leans in real quick. I think this guy likes us talking about the things he likes to talk about, because he's completely ignoring the fact that we're basically here. Yeah.
I mean, everyone likes it. Everyone's like that.
Yeah, it seems like that. It might not be a bad idea to see if we can meet this beholder. I mean, we've faced down some pretty scary stuff before, and we've been able to solve problems with talking. It's weird, but it keeps happening to us.
I mean, it never hurts to try.
Hey, and I love a party.
Yeah,
True.
you do.
The only problem, we do have one slight problem. We've got to get Zorsashi out of the bedroom without him seeing.
Oh, easy. I could do that. Hold on a second. Let me. And then I turn back to the fellow here. Joey, may I roll a persuasion check to see if I can convince him to take us to meet the beholder under amicable circumstances?
Sure.
Can I give her the help action on that?
Oh, you won't even have to.
No. Can I please give her
one on that? It still is a 17.
Yeah. Yes.
It's got the minimum 10.
Roll.
Good job, Rogues.
I'm so happy about having that, because that's just the most wonderful thing.
But
swag on over here.
It is still a natural one.
Yeah, he goes, well, you'll have a chance to meet Renicor at the party tonight. You're all invited.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right, and then I'm gonna saunter on back this way, and
I just
knock on the door loudly. Are you done in the bathroom, Zorsashi?
I closed the door that I was peeking out of, and then quickly run into the other room, flush the toilet, grab a towel, and then come on out. And go, yeah, I'm done. Hello. Sorry, the bathroom in there was occupied by the other 4, and I really had to go. I did not make a mess at all. I would not mean to do that. I hope that's okay.
Lemon does flip his palm for this one.
His attitude changes again. He goes, "That's my private bathroom." So.
Is there anything I can do to make it up for you? I'm sorry. It was an emergency. I have a very small bladder. I would rather have used your master bathroom than go all over your floor.
We didn't disrupt anything, did you?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. You're
wash your hands.
Oh, totally. The towel right here, and I will go back and hang it up if you want.
I use prestidigitation to clean off Zorsashi.
You don't have to.
He goes, Where's this key you're talking about?
As soon as I step forward and he steps forward, I'm just gonna detect magic on him now that he's within 30 feet, because he was at 35 feet while I was in the doorway. I'm like, damn it. Does he have any magical stuff on him?
How many times do you cast this?
Oh, I have that at will. It is basically a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
That is.
Broken Warlock.
I get 3 spells. I get 3 spells of combat. I gotta have something for free.
As you look at him, his body is outlined in illusion magic.
Keep that in mind.
Oh.
And then, as Lilisula is trying to pat herself down to look for the key, let's see here, because part of me wants to whip out the dagger, being on the up and up, but the other part of me wants to whip out something else and try to roll.
Guess.
Yeah. Let me see here. Let me see what I have in my pockets. Hold on.
Yeah, he goes, I really am a busy man, despite having all the time in the world here.
Yeah.
Do you think we could get back with you on that? It seems to have misplaced it.
You know, I got so many things in my pockets here. I can just give it to you at the party. Don't worry, it'll be fine. I'll just remind me when we're at the party, and I'll try to, while I'm here, I'm gonna look for it too. Does that sound good?
He goes, very well. Don't mean to be rude, but I don't want you sneaking around my home for the party.
No, absolutely not. That's perfectly understandable. It was just...
So, you can either stay in the guest bedroom until the time of the party. It's a few hours from now. Or I shall escort you to the front door and you can explore the town.
I think we could take a step up, and I think we could take a brief look around town. I don't think that would be probably don't want to impose, as you've probably got surprises of your various meals and stuff. You don't want to ruin any of those surprises for us.
No, that would be indeed. We don't. We could just go. We could go see if there's a room at the tavern, and then just go hang out at the tavern while we're waiting.
We've got to get very nice clothing for our.
Oh, indeed.
It's like, oh yes, you're all dressed dreadfully.
I mean, I wouldn't say. Hey, I wouldn't say dreadfully. Just plain.
It's jet setting, interplanar travel. It's very comfortable when you need to transfer things, but obviously not for a party. It's form over function.
Tell you what,
over form.
You can head down to the was it Seams and Souls?
Yeah.
The Silks and Souls. It's a small tailor shop and cobbler in town. They figured I would want to change in clothes every once in a while. Those Harper Devils. So.
Oh yeah, that's
Harper Devils.
But they do good work. He kind of raises his hands.
Well, I think we should be off for that. I'm sorry, Murook. Go ahead.
I was saying mostly good work. Good.
And he goes, very well.
Okay.
Well, then I hope your outfit impresses me at the party tonight. He goes, 8 o'clock. We'll start serving guests.
A quick question: what time is it now? As the weather outside was a little. I didn't bring my sundial with me.
He you think it's like a couple hours.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm sure we'll see a lot of other people heading to the party, and we'll go in tow. And I will start walking. I'm not going to get too like close to him a little bit. I'm sorry, your towel, and I'll give him his towel back.
I use prestidigitation on the towel.
He kind of holds it out in front of him like he's trying to keep the distance. He goes, thanks, and he just drops it on the floor.
But he does take it, right?
He did take it, but then he dropped it.
He dropped it. Okay. Yes, I'm sure your wonderful servant will do that. Anyway, we will get out of your hair.
Bum, 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 bum.
Okay, and he's outside.
As soon as we're out of the manor and out of earshot of anything, I'll be like, guys, he was outlined in illusion magic. It was him. Was it him or was it just his clothing?
It was all of him.
It was all of him, yeah.
So he was probably an illusion or something.
It was either something was around him being an illusion, maybe it was a disguised self. Parody of him could have been an illusion. He took the towel, so
It wasn't a hologram or whatever the
hologram.
equivalent would be.
An illusion-gram.
Illusion. Did we get a physical description from the person sending us here? Do we know?
You would have. Like I said before, even though I didn't mention it, she gave you a description.
Right. This guy fits the description.
Yeah. Quill is a charismatic bard who carries himself with quiet confidence that doesn't hint at the full extent of his skills or powers. His handsome features are marred by a scar that curves from the top of his left cheekbone down to his jaw.
Did this person have that scar?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't mention it, but you might not have heard me.
Sorry.
It's okay.
There's so many words. Can't hear them all. So are you thinking that someone has taken the original of this guy, kidnapped him somewhere in this village, and is taking his place? Using illusion spell to look like him? What is your what do you think the significance of the illusion around him is?
Obviously some sort of disguise. But
why would he even need the disguise? That's
the thing.
fake world.
It might not be him. What if it's the beholder? Just like manifesting him. Here's the thing I can do. When we come back later. I have learned to see even further into the nothingness that is around us. So, Lilisula, you had probably heard about me casting everything in darkness and me being able to see exactly around it. I can do this once a day. I can now see everything for a minute. When I mean everything, I mean everything. Secret passages, illusions, invisible people, the ethereal plane.
Oh.
So if we need to make sure that he's real and we see that illusion magic around him, I will hit that off to make sure that he is real. Or I'll give it to somebody else. I should probably give it to Lilisula. I can actually have somebody else do that instead of me. But in the meantime, we can go look around. I can take a short rest, and I can get my other eyesight back. And maybe figure out contingencies, because we're going to be in the same room as the Beholder.
Yeah, if you go to the tailor shop and do your stuff there, it'll be considered a short rest as you. Gotta go about your business.
Yeah, and we got a couple hours, so I imagine we'd be able to fit an hour in there at some point.
Right,
But
so
meantime,
as you go to the Silts and Souls, you see two humanoids inside. One of them is a human man. Another one of them is to be a tiefling. As you walk in, they go, the man goes, welcome to the Silks and Souls. My name is Josephus. How are you all?
Good.
Good.
Hello.
Here is, and here is my friend. Entry deleted.
Very nice to
And
meet you.
the
Entry
tiefling-
deleted.
Tiefling turns their head. He goes, "Oh, what a silly man! I'm Henrietta."
I'm just
And
gonna-
may I
I'm just-
say,
Go ahead.
you are in dire need of not only new clothing, but new shoes.
Insight check. Oh my god, I need them.
Insight for what?
If I'm in dire need of new shoes and clothing.
Murook is quite happy with his shoes the way they are, since they are boots of elven kind.
They do look and say, "Oh, those are quite lovely. It makes you very sneaky. I hardly realized you walked in. But I assume you're here because you're going to the party tonight."
Indeed, and we need some livery. Lively? Yeah, that's the word. We need to.
Well, I think Joseph is here. Will be the one you need to talk to because hardly anyone needs new shoes. Josephus turns to them and goes, "Oh, entry deleted. You're very useful around here. Just people don't go out walking around too much. You're the finest cobbler in all Wisteria Vale. And you're a very dear friend," entry deleted.
Bert makes another note.
"I will never forget you, Philip J. Fry." Entry deleted. So, he goes, let's say, 10 silver pieces apiece. I can give you all a glorious, tuxedo and gowns for the, party tonight.
Lilisula
How
accepts.
many was that? Did you say 6 silver?
10 gold each.
Yeah.
10 gold? Okay.
Sorry, 10,
take it.
10 silver.
10 silver? I'm about to say, ooh.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
I'll give one of my gold, even though I don't understand why they have an economy, but okay.
Neither do I. I'm just kind of making it up.
Yep.
The tiefling says, saying, "I don't mean to spy, but I saw you leaving the manor earlier.
Mhm.
You know, we haven't seen Quill around here for weeks, it seems. He would always frequent the bar and come in for new clothing, but ever since that guest of his arrived, the very mysterious guest,
Oh.
we don't see him very often."
Mhm.
Have you seen the mysterious guest recently? Since the last time you saw...
He goes, "Well, we're not allowed in the manor unless we are invited."
Have you seen them outside if they left the manor?
"Only shapes in the windows, shadows in the curtains. My friend Josephus here described it as a giant cabbage. Giant floating cabbage."
Was it the
Isn't that
size of
funny?
a cabbage? Was it the size of a cabbage?
Josephus goes, "Oh no, much bigger than a cabbage.
Okay.
Size of a man, but
Yes.
a cabbage."
Yes. Well, turn to everybody else. Well, we know it's not a nibble, right? because those don't look like cabbages.
Mhm.
But I believe beholders do look like cabbages.
Cabbages with eyes. Lots of eyes.
Yeah, 11 eyes.
I didn't get a good look because as soon as I saw the shape in the window, I got the feeling that I shouldn't be seeing what I'm seeing.
Wait for the best.
Yeah, I leave it in. Yeah, don't look a beholder directly into the eyes. Any of them.
Yeah, that's
just avoid contact.
So what kind of suits and dresses would you be wearing to this ball?
I want full on like 007 tuxedo.
Is that the size?
Make him roll
like
for
James
it.
Bond.
Make him roll for it to see if he gets like an Austin Powers garb instead.
He goes, I will make you a suit exactly to your specifications.
I'd
actually like a very nice. I don't know too much about Japanese fashion from the Edo period, but something that would be very nice. I guess kimono. Those are also
a kimono.
Yeah, I guess
kind of
those are also male clothing as well.
Yukata.
Like a ceremonial kimono.
Yeah. But very nice.
How about lemon?
Nice blue shades.
What about lemon?
He doesn't really have much experience in dressing up like that, so he is just going to leave it up to the tailor to spiff him up.
He goes, ooh, I do like a challenge. And he gives you let's see here, what would I know nothing about fashion. I wouldn't know. He gives you like a very nice dress robes. Like a nobleman might wear.
Bit tight, but should do.
Henrietta goes, because of those muscles in your broad chest, right? Don't think I haven't noticed.
Sure.
Joseph turns to Murook, saying, "What to do with you?"
Actually, he begins to describe this sort of like dress robe. Like I kind of put a picture of it up on, but a bit more broad, but a bit more broad-shouldered.
Think, yes, I can visualize it in my mind. It's more of a something that's a little more I don't know, like I don't want to say.
It's almost militaristic. But
okay, yeah. I was trying to think about what a warrior might wear to
that's what it's kind of militaristic,
Because soldier. Yeah.
but still
Yes.
stylish.
Okay. And how about you, young lady?
Let's see here. Yes. Something like this. With a top.
Yeah.
With a top that covers up quite a bit more, but.
Oh, you guys are posting stuff.
Yep. In the D&D stuff thing. That.
Okay, you posted a dead or alive character.
Yes, I did. I want that out there.
So, but yeah, it's very much like probably similar to what you're wearing now, but a little more fancy. Kind of has a. Okay.
She likes to be. She likes to be able.
Yeah,
to
she goes. Oh, it's very modern.
I don't like dresses.
And over the next hour or so, they prepare your tuxes and your outfits and your robes, and they're very exquisite.
Murook feels
Not as durable
Murook-
as my clothes of mending, but
Murook feels fancy for once. And it's quite nice.
And as they're making, they kind of talk more about the unusual guest, and they both mention how uneasy the whole town were when it arrived, and these bizarre events started happening around town. Like the weather would change without warning, or for hours on end they just lost the sound of birds or the rustling of leaves in the distance.
Definitely.
And it's very very unsettling. And the only time they've seen Quill in the past couple of weeks is when they announced that they would have a party tonight to invite to show the town that his guests means them no harm, and so they can himself of everyone with him. And so we're all looking forward to meeting this unusual guest tonight.
I mean, well, do you want us to put in a good word for you? Maybe you'll come over and need some. You probably won't need some shoes, but maybe some silks.
Henrietta looks disappointed. It's like, yeah, no one ever needs shoes.
I mean, he floats around. He doesn't have feet. Perhaps you could make hats.
Guess I could make a hat. I guess.
You want a few
little
hats.
only
Like
need
socks.
one.
Those are almost like shoes.
They still go on feet, Liliana.
You keep getting my name wrong.
Lilisula.
Oh gosh.
Gonna smack you one day.
Not
That's
open-handed.
okay. Look, it's okay. Murook keeps calling me Zorsashi, and I clearly have an S in the middle of my name, but I assumed it was just his elephantese accent.
Does have a trunk.
Elephantian?
Leave the word you're looking for is Loxodon.
Yes.
Vampy.
Well, that's how you say it in Loxodonian, because it's like how German is Deutsch. Like, those don't make sense. They don't scan, but
Sorry, I'm setting up the party.
I mean, I'm gonna have to jump off soon. It's almost 12 here.
Yeah, we may have the party may have to wait until next time.
Yeah.
Yep, but we'll at least start it.
Yeah, but we do get a short rest, so I get my little thing back. And just to go over ideas, my idea is that if we need to make sure this is the real one, I can give one person, including myself, true sight for a full minute. I think that should be the person who has the package should be the one that has that, because they're going to be the one that, in case this goes south and we need to kind of do a surprise attack, or if we need to at least convince them to do it, it should be make sure it's the right person.
And just remember that we cannot. The dagger will be useless unless he is willing.
I do want to say that if I do this, be careful, because you will be able to see into the ethereal plane, and that's just wild.
Also, do you really want to see the true? Do you really want to see what Beholder looks like? unfiltered.
I
In the pale moonlight.
Ever danced with the devil?
Oh, that's
No,
oh,
but for the party later.
All right, so several hours later, you see the other townsfolk starting to head towards the manor, and they're all dressed in as fancy as they can be for fake townsfolk. But they're all talking amongst themselves. Some in the more robotic NPC like manner, like you heard before, but some of them quite articulate, like the two in the in the tailor shop. And you make your way to the front of the manor as the other guest arrives, and move you over.
I expect ballroom music.
You do.
Midnight, the stars and you from The Shining.
Ah!
So
I don't stare at him. It's rude to stare. Also, probably dangerous.
So, the wooden doors open to a dazzling, spacious room. The polished walls gleam in the light of hanging lamps shaped like celestial bodies, and the ceiling is painted with constellations. On the east wall is a long stage with red velvet curtains, closing off a backstage area. A portrait of Quill posing on a chaste lounge hangs on the north wall, though the image is distorted as if someone has smeared paint before it has dried.
Ooh.
And in the center of this ballroom is a large, bulbous creature shaped like a sphere, with one eye in the center and 10 eye stalks peering in all directions as he looks around nervously. And he is in conversation with Errant Quill. And as the guest files in, they all kind of like look at the beholder and like murmur to themselves. But after a few moments, they seem to like normalize a little bit and start talking amongst themselves and helping themselves to the food available.
What language are they talking loud enough for me to hear what language they're speaking? Or if it's common?
Yeah. I put a picture in the chat about what's how's looking.
Oh, that is so cool.
I love that picture.
That is such a great picture. Kudos to the artist.
Turn up the volume a little bit.
Can I roll insight on the beholder, because he's looking kind of nervous, or they're looking kind of nervous. I'm not sure what's gender.
He's like looking around. Insight check. Yeah, like all his eye stalks are kind of moving in all directions, and you can hear him loudly say to Errant, "It's like, Errant Quill, I am very uncomfortable here. No one is talking to me. They do not like me. This plan of yours has failed, Errant Quill."
On that, like, do we hear that as soon as we get in, or have we been in the party for just, a little bit of time?
Yeah, like after a few moments, and
that I'm going to take. Well, first thing, as soon as I enter the door, I'm just going to have detect magic up as much as possible. Is there still an illusion around the quill, or illusion magic around the quill?
Absolutely. You also see the portrait on the far side of the hall.
After
the type of magic.
After hearing that, I'm going to walk away from the group a little bit and just grab. I assume a waiter has like a thing of wine.
Yeah, you see
that I
some
can write down.
servants. Actually, you
And-
see Damien kind of handling all the duties himself. It's like
And,
just constantly going back and forth between the guests and the.
I take two things
The
of
wine
wine.
table.
I chug one down after taking two of them. I chug one down, and then just to calm my nerves because I know I'd just be frightened out of hell doing this. And then I'm gonna hold up a glass and give a short toast. Mr. Quill, is this your friend that you've been talking about? I can't wait to meet him. Good sir, I've heard a lot about you.
Quill turns around and goes, "Ah, it's the one that used my bathroom.
A little mix up there, yes.
Probably the fanciest bathroom you've ever been in."
Quite, yes. Honestly, it has been.
Thinking, yes, this is my honored guest. May I present Redicor of the Underdark, I suppose. And he goes, "Do not mention the Underdark. I am here now. I like it here."
It's very,
By the way,
very nice. Nice to meet you, Renikor.
I am not used to so many people around me.
We will
That I am
keep our
not murdering.
distance. That's kind of good. We will keep our distance if it will make you feel more comfortable.
Unless you want us to talk to you, in which case we'll join you in conversation.
Yes.
Aaron goes, well, I think this will be an excellent opportunity, Renikor, to show that you are not a fearsome creature of the Underdark. And he goes, "I am very fearsome, Renikor, the Destroyer, they call me." He goes, "Yes, I understand, but if you wish to make this house your home, you shouldn't murder everyone, and perhaps engage in small talk." He goes, "Very well."
I kind of imagine he has a very little bow tie on.
Little bow tie, yeah.
Maybe like a nice top hat and just a cane that's just hanging from one of his eye stalks.
Yeah, so his eye stalks continue to move around, but he just kind of floats towards you. He goes, hello.
Hello, I'm Zorsashi. I, like you, am not from around here. I'm from a far-off place. I know it can be quite off-putting to be in a new place as much, but you seem like you're holding up very well. How do you do it?
So as he looks at you, you notice that the detect magic that you were putting off is just ceasing to function, as his large, unblinking eye just stares at you. And he goes, "Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. I heard you didn't want to mention the Underdark. I was just there myself. I can see where that attitude would come from."
He goes, too many enemies. Had to escape."
Oh no! Yes, I've heard many a tale of that. To be quite the destroyer, as I heard you say you were, to be able to escape unscathed.
They always find me no matter where I dwell.
I've heard you've been here for several weeks, and nobody seems to have found you yet.
Wanted to leave it that way, but my friend Aaron Quill said to have a party and they won't be scared of me. I'm very uncomfortable. I wish to devour everyone in this room and shoot them with my eye lasers.
Well, that's just
not
going
do that.
to. Yes, that's going to make a lot of things worse. I've had that happen at a party once. It's honestly, it seems like the right thing to do, but then like afterwards, it's kind of like
You
a bad
just feel
aftertaste.
awful.
Just feel awful.
I suppose it. He goes, "I suppose it wouldn't really matter if I kill any of you, since none of you are real."
We still remember it when we come back the next day.
Fair enough.
Yes, whoever I kill tends to come back later.
Yes, we've.
He goes, "I find it quite odd that I would dream up being such as you."
Oh, you
He goes,
obviously have very fancy dreams.
he
You
says,
have a
One
Your
of his eye
imagination-
stalks point to Zorsashi. He's like, 1, I do not like tieflings. And 1 points to Murook. 2, I have never seen you before. 1 points to Zyzzyx. You smell funny. 1 points to Lemon. It's like, your hair is yellow. And another points to Lilisula. You remind me of them, and I don't like them.
She's never been that. She's never been there. So how could she be them?
At this point, Aaron has gone to talking to some other guests, so he kind of like wanders off.
As I said, Miss Lilisula has never been to that place you don't like to talk about. So
I don't care. She reminds me of them.
Oh.
I don't want to look at you. Don't look at me. Look away.
Yes, I said.
What are you looking at?
Over. But Lilisula, maybe you should just go talk to Mr. Arendt, and not we certainly don't want to upset our friend Renacor.
Oh, it's okay. People look at me all the time and think that I'm just some scary drow from the Underdark, even though I don't understand any of it or know what's going on about it. So, like, if anything, I have every reason to be scared of it like you do. If you wanted to talk about it, we can. Because, the Underdark is a scary place full of scary things. Like, do you like liches? I don't like liches. Most undead give me the creeps.
At this point, there's a little wine glass floating in front of him, and he's sticking out his tongue. He just pours the entire wine glass onto his tongue, and most of it just kind of drips onto the floor. And he goes, disgusting. He drops the glass.
Oh.
The servant will get that. Oh, yes, you don't usually have to worry about stepping on glass being floating.
I'm gonna go over here, heeding everybody else's advice. I'm gonna just kind of slink away and socialize with him over here, just like trying not to be a disturbance.
Aaron knows you walk up and goes, "Oh, Miss Lilisula, was it?"
Yeah. So you didn't tell him that we're from the outside, or? Because he seems to think we're from his dreams.
Well, I would have assumed, seeing you since I've never seen you before in my year here, that you were new creations and you claimed to be from the outside. And I know you weren't too forthright with me earlier. You said you wouldn't give me the name of your employer, nor the object that you said you were here to give me. So,
yeah, we're mostly worried about you, actually. You see, and like, is it cool if I talk to him about why we're here?
You can tell him whatever you.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, you're on your own.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, you're actually on your own right now.
As long as you
it's
guys
all
are.
you.
All right.
It's all
We're trying to
do what you
distract the
will.
beholder.
Yeah, we're trying. We are engaging the beholder, so you can engage with.
Well, we were instructed to come here, and I totally forgot the purpose of the knife. Do we poke him with it? Is that what we're supposed to do?
Yeah, it's just got to poke him. You don't even have to. It
like
doesn't
stab
even.
him.
Don't have to stab him. Just a quick prick.
And like it was supposed to be able to bring us back. Is that what it was?
The world would dissolve.
And it would cure him of his curse.
But
Okay.
he has to be. I think it was like he has to be willing, because otherwise he's immune to damage.
Okay.
And there's also, and I assume we would have talked about this beforehand. It's like, does the beholder come back with us? Because that's not solving a problem.
That's just pushing it down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he's endeared himself to this beholder, and the beholder's serious about maybe turning over a new leaf, I imagine we might be able to help him to that end. Anyway, so while I'm talking to him, I let him know, well, what we're originally here for, and that key that I talked to you about, it's not exactly a key. It's like a key, but not quite. it's a it's a dagger. But after talking with you and after working with you and you explaining the situation and us meeting the beholder and everything like that, we don't really want to fight, and we more just want to try to resolve the situation without you getting hurt, without the beholder getting hurt, or without any of us getting hurt. And so we really just want to help out. Is really what we're trying to do.
Yeah. So, like, after you say the word dagger, his eyes just narrow. And I go, so my assumptions were correct. Harper's plan to... You're not here, Dustin. My assumptions were correct. The Harpers plan to murder me. They hired you, a Drow assassin, to do the deed.
No, I'm actually a terrible assassin. As a matter of fact, I'm only ever really good at bringing people in alive. And, you can have my word that if you come back with us peacefully, I'd be willing to put my life on the line for you to protect you from the Harpers if I have to.
Harpers are the one that imprisoned me here for 12 long months with nothing but these fake people.
Well, why do you think they sent us here to get you out of here? Do you think maybe someone's working on the inside? Somebody on your side, maybe?
Who's the person who sent you?
I cannot remember her name, you guys. Help me. I don't remember her name, you guys.
Nope, you're on your own. Can't help.
Roll me a history check.
Yeah, let me. I
Right down either.
can't remember because I'm an idiot. History, you said? Okay.
Yeah,
It's not one of my talents. It's not one of my talents, so I'm not going to get a huge bonus out of it. Yeah.
You know her name was Rhea.
Rhea. She said her name was Rhea. And she seemed like she was keen
Now
on...
imagine all the music just stops in the room and there's a record scratch. And she goes, Rhea.
Oh.
She's the witch that trapped me in this place. Promised me a cure. And haven't done a damn thing about it.
Maybe she sent us in here to cure you.
After all this, just roll me a persuasion check.
Joey, you want me to roll a persuasion check?
Yeah,
all right.
roll a persuasion check.
You're the one talking.
18. She says, show me this knife.
Yeah, I'll even let you hold it. And so she pulls the knife out, but she hands it to him hilt first. So like to, not pointing in first towards him, just like pointing in towards her. So she just like hands it to him.
Music starts again as you hit her the dagger.
Do I see
and don't worry,
this?
we're about to...
Yeah, do I see this happening?
Yeah, well, if you're looking, then...
Yeah, I imagine
you'll see this.
I'm trying to keep the beholder most eyes the other direction. So maybe over here or something. Well, just trying to keep an eye on the other thing.
I mean,
if I start seeing
regardless of if you're trying to keep his attention or not, his eyes are continuing to dart around the room.
Right. I'm going to. I'd probably finish the wine. I was like, oh, excuse me, one moment, Renacor. I need a refill on my wine, and I'm gonna just see if I can step away outside of the anti-magic field.
Then I just kind of step in and start talking with him, like, I also found myself here from another plane.
It sucks here, doesn't it?
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I kind of lean in and whisper and say, "Yeah, kind of, but it grows on you, kind of like a fungus."
The water tastes funny.
I've noticed that, and that's why I picked up Prestidigitation to maybe see if it
purify food and drink. Joey, have I stepped out of the anti-magic field. I'll test it with a detect.
Yeah,
magic
if his eyes are on Murook, then
with that, I'm
it
going
is,
to use my true seeing because I see them talking with the dagger and I wasn't able to get over to Lilisula to do it. So I'm going to use my true seeing spell right now on me. Display it. Spell gives me the willing creature to touch the ability to see things as they actually are for the duration, which is 1 hour. Oh, and this is not concentration. I can see secret doors hidden by magic, see into the ethereal plane, and I have true sight, which also lets me see within magical darkness, which I already do, see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detect visual illusions, and succeed on saving throws against them. And a couple other things. But I'm going to just turn that on and straight look at Errant.
okay. So as you do so, you notice that all the people in the room are some kind of like instead of you see like a skeletons, you see like a robotic like construct underneath your skin. And you notice the ping of magic from the portrait on the far end of the room, which would be around here. I'm trying to ping on here.
Okay.
And you look at Quill, and you notice immediately that he is not really there, that he is 100% a illusion.
I'm going to try and make my way, knowing that now and seeing what's going on, I'm going to try and make my way over to join in the conversation.
Yeah, as you kind of approach that end of the room, a few of the eye stalks are kind of looking your direction, but it kind of relaxes as you leave the corner.
Be like, oh, hello, a wonderful party you are having here, Mr. Quill. Thank you for inviting all of us to this thing.
Yes, lovely party. Your friend here was discussing the purpose of your visit, and he kind of holds the dagger. And he goes, a key, but such a deadly one. And I am to stab myself with this?
More like a poke. It's not really a stab.
Poke. Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. It doesn't have to be that one actually. It could just be maybe even this just one of some of the silverware around. If you want to test it out first. I'm kind of panicking internally because I'm like, fuck, I've got to get this away from him because it's not real, and I can't tell Liliana that.
What are you saying that about the silverware?
I'm just trying to. I don't know. I'm just trying to you just don't have to use that dagger. I think it's just a ceremonial dagger.
If I could use any of these silverwares, I would have to transport myself out. I would have done so long ago.
I'm gonna just intently stare at the dagger real quick and be like, wait a second. I think it's just a normal dagger. May I see that? And I'll hold my hand out.
He looks at it and he goes, it is quite unassuming. You're not going... If I hand you this, you're not going to stab me, are you?
Oh, no, I would never. Never.
He hands you the dagger.
And I very carefully, I do it. I step a little closer to Lilisula. I was like, Lilisula, does this look right to you? And I'm at no point trying to be threatening to stab him.
Yeah.
Oh god, what do I do? I'm gonna try and lean in to Lilisula while she's looking at me and just try and whisper as carefully as I can. It's not really there. It's an illusion.
Which she just kind of nods at him like, yeah, I kind of had a thought that was the case.
Do you want me to do a stealth check or anything like that, Joey, to see if I can?
I'd say for convenience sake, like as you kind of move out of the way, his attention went back to Rancor, like he was concerned about him. Because
I'll do that. I'll tell Lilisula that I've got the true sight up. I will let you know where the real one is if we find him.
Okay.
And we'll hand the dagger. I will hand the
super
dagger
agreeable
back.
about it. Yeah.
his attention goes back to you. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just worried about my friend there. Isn't he just fascinating?
He's fascinating.
He's a unique friend.
Hey, that's
In
you on
fact,
the wall.
In fact, I consider making him the new Lord of the Manor. And he goes, the wall.
No, it's you on the wall up there, isn't it? It's a striking portrait. I point towards the portrait.
He goes, and you look and like, it's like the paint is smeared, like it's been greased over. And he goes, yeah, it's lovely. But that Renicor, I mean, the eyes.
He's so dreamy.
So dreamy.
I start looking, stepping towards it. No, that art is amazing. The abstractness, the feeling, the emotion.
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 15, but I do have true sight.
Okay. What was this M6?
I don't want to drag this on too long, because we will have to drop off it soon.
Yeah.
And if you can find a
I'm trying
stop.
to find a good place to stop it.
I can try and stab the beholder. Would that be a good place to stop?
You
Please no.
you notice that the quill in the picture is moving ever so slightly.
Oh.
And he, but Aaron Quill says, not enough of pictures. Have you had enough wine? It's the best in the Vale. You know, they make enough food to feed the entire village, but I'm the only one that needs to eat. So isn't that? But help yourself, since you're from the real world, and I'm afraid I'm not concerned about your dagger today. I just want to make sure Renicor is comfortable and making friends. If you excuse me. He returns to Renicor and he goes,
Of course.
and Renicor's attention turns back to Aaron Quill. He goes, Aaron Quill, this elephant man was talking to me about how they defeated a dragon single-handedly. Atop a great tower. In the snow. And how it was
Uphill.
epic.
Uphill
Both
both
ways.
Indeed, it was a mighty battle, and
Aaron Quill, I wish to fight a dragon.
you know, we do know that there's a black dragon out there now that is roaming around doing things. That'd be a
I
fun
shall conjure
fight.
a dragon tonight in my dreams. And tomorrow, we shall battle it.
Merc just starts nodding, and internally he starts screaming in his head.
It shall be glorious. Now, if you excuse me, I wish to have some pigs in a blanket. And he hovers over to a food tray in the corner there.
Sadly, they aren't actually full-sized pigs in blankets. But you know,
Curses! Deceived again!
I know, right? I keep telling them I want the full-sized pig.
I want the entire pig.
Wouldn't a blanket be a bit inedible?
You don't
Tasty.
eat the blanket. You just
Okay.
it's used to hold down the pig.
So
Jeez,
that's where we'll end it for tonight.
With a horrible
But
joke.
Zorsashi has discovered that this Arid Quill may not be entirely real.
I mean, are any of us real?
Like deep down.
I'm looking through the new dragon book monsters to see what horrible extra dragon he's gonna dream up. Will it be the ooze dragon? The deep dragon?
Heck yeah, it's gonna be the ooze dragon.
Oh boy, what have I done?
Oh no.
All right. Thanks everyone. We'll end it there tonight.
All right.